my Savior and friend is he. Good Shepherd, he died for me, buying our liberty. And Jesus is his
Actually, if you could step over to here where the sun is, that would be great. Alright, thanks.
Yeah, this is fine. What is he doing?
I'm on a documentary here.
For what? Oh, go on, Phil.
Pardon?
You're a wanted fugitive.
They're gonna want us for a movie.
What is it for?
Are you familiar with the Mike Diana case? Would you like to be interviewed as well?
No, for what?
All right. The Mike Diana case.
What's that about?
There was an obscenity trial recently. Have you heard about this? Well, let me tell you what it is, and I want to get your reaction also because that's part of. All right. Well, ma'am, are you all going to be willing to sign releases about this? All right. Great. All right. All right, Mike Diana is a Largo citizen, and he's a cartoonist and a journalist. And what happened recently was that he was convicted for obscenity in Pinellas County. You haven't heard anything about this?
No.
All right. What do you think of that? Pardon me?
He's making obscenity cartoons?
Yeah, his cartoons were considered by the judge to be obscene because they depicted violence and all sorts of things, you know, that some people consider to be obscene. And I'm kind of curious what, you know, people in the Largo area feel. I was just going to be over at the church asking the minister over there what he thought. But what do you think about the First Amendment? I mean, do you think people have the right to draw whatever they want?
I definitely think so. The government does what they feel is right. And if they're going to arrest a man for making cartoons, they should take half of the television off.
Right.
People shouldn't make movies then, because a lot of that stuff is obscene too.
Right. What about, yeah, go ahead.
How long did this man get convicted for?
Well, he was given 3 years probation, and he's not allowed to draw for 3 years.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, yeah.
Why do you think that's ridiculous, sir?
Because that's the guy's way of getting through life, and that's the way he makes his money and shit. So what if he can't find another job doing anything else?
Right.
Then he's stuck bumming around, not doing nothing.
You can't draw for 3 years.
Well, let me ask you a question. These are your children?
Sure.
All right. I'm sure you care about children very much. One of the cartoons that he did, apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently depicts some pretty nasty stuff committed on the persons of children. Now again, this is a drawing. This is weird avant-garde art.
What was he trying to express by this?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's his.
Trying to express that children are being molested, or
that may be. I'm not sure. It's his vision of what he thinks society. He says that his work reflects society. That he doesn't want to influence people. But Pinellas County, the judge said that he was concerned that Mike Diana would have a negative influence on local people. Now, do you think that's possible?
The way I feel is that I care about my children very much, and the man was reflecting on what's happening in society. People write songs about it, people do all sorts of things to reflect how they feel about society, and it depends on how you raise your children, whether they're going to pick that comic book up or not.
Right.
If you allow your child to go and buy that type of stuff, then that's going to be what it is. If you watch it...
I don't think that somebody's going to go out and do something because he made a comment about it. He's making a statement, and the fact is that it's probably true, and they don't want to admit to the fact. That's why it's still happening to this day. Everybody wants to put everything under the cover.
Happening.
Do you think there's a line over which people should not cross in art? In other words, that depicting violence up to a certain point, I mean, is there a point at which you have to say, wait a minute, you can't draw that, that's way too extreme?
What is that guy who's on trial right now? The Rawlings case? He didn't draw no boundaries, did he?
I'm not familiar with that case. Can you tell me about that briefly?
It's about a man who went on college campus and killed 5 to 6 people, and he's getting the death penalty for it. His name is Rollins or something, and it's being publicized on TV now, his trial. He didn't draw no boundaries. People who go out and murder and molest and strangle and rape, they have no boundaries. And we have to sit in our house and have our regular paid program TV turned off so we can see this.
Right.
I don't want to hear detail for detail what he did to these women.
Right.
And I have to sit there and watch it when I could be watching my regular programs. So we're being forced to watch this.
First of all,
so a comic book is a choice to pick up.
You can write and draw and art, anything you want. You're supposed to be able to.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a communist state. They're dictating to you what you can do and what you can't do.
Right.
What you can say and what you can't say.
Right.
And as far as somebody going out and using that as an excuse to do something to somebody because it's comic, it's ridiculous. It's just like people trying to blame killings on rock bands. It's not that. It's the individual who's doing it.
Right. So you think that the media doesn't necessarily influence people? It's probably the other way around.
I think the people who are going to do it are going to do it regardless. I mean, the media just makes them more flamboyant, whatever you want to call it, because they keep, blowing it up out of proportion and stuff like that.
I personally think the media does influence us because they choose to put on television what they want us to see. And as for picking up a book, that's our choice. And reading comics, it's not like it's being in the St. Pete Times or anything. The man is getting across to getting out anxiety on paper. This probably really bothers him about children being molested. And that's his only way of getting it out, is to make comics of it, to make a joke of it. The media makes jokes of everything.
Do you think that, this is the last question I'm going to ask, do you think that, and by the way, sir, I don't mean to, leave you out of this. If you have anything, please speak up. Do you think that people should be able to go into a place just like this convenience store here and have available right there on the newsstand something that some people might find obscene or extremely violent, or violence against women or against children or molestation? Do you think that should be freely available? Anybody can go in and buy it?
If you're an adult, yes.
Yeah.
It's an adult issue. I mean, I don't see why not. It's your choice. It's your choice to read it. It's your choice to buy it. It's like it's your choice and my choice to, write about it.
Well, what about the argument that there's a community standard that has to be set for the members of the community?
Yeah, well, I think that's ridiculous. I mean, it's common sense, right from wrong. And a community standard, what is that? What is that, a communist community? It doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Everyone should act accordingly, and everyone basically knows what's right and wrong. But as far as if you're going to say, well, this community, you can't read Superman, you can't read this, something's wrong there.
Okay.
It ain't right.
That's great. Guys, thank you.
Where did they go?
They're on the side in the shade.
What are you
Why
doing?
can't I see it? Oh, there we go.
That it portrays rape, murder, drug use, satanic ritual, and child abuse. This is something you can see on any given TV channel on any given day. Cartoons on TV are violent and so forth and so on. And it's just like a cartoon about a political person. There's nothing funny about that. They're just mocking that, you know, this political person is doing wrong, and they're making a cartoon about it. I don't see no one putting them in jail for that. Or the TV people who, any police show you watch is all about this stuff right here. It's all on for, you know, regular daytime shows.
Right.
Soap operas, everything. This is what this whole society of Largo watches. I'm sure half of them watch soap operas. Every one of these things that he wrote about is on any soap opera you watch, or anything.
Do you think
I think it's a joke that they even put this guy in a trial.
so you think it's kind of weird that if it's true that the media influences people to do acts of violence, then if this is all on the news media every day, how come there aren't millions of people out there murdering each other constantly?
That's what I tried to say earlier to you. Somebody's going to do something regardless. You know, they're sick already in the mind. If they're going to go out killing people, they're going to go out doing it. It's not because they can blame it on anything, just like Son of Sam tried to blame it on his dog. You know, it just ain't right. And you can write about and say about anything you want.
Right.
Supposedly, the only thing you can't do in this country is threaten to kill the president.
Right. All right, cool. That's awesome. Thanks. I'll just stop this.
Okay, it'll be real short. He's got a few
I
more.
promise, yes. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
How do you do, sir? Richard Brennan.
Hey, Richard.
Nice
Good
to meet
meet
you.
My
How do you
pleasure.
do? Thank you very much for your time. As I say, as I told your secretary, I don't have time to do a very in-depth documentary because I'm only here in Largo for one day.
Okay.
But for today, I'd like to get some reactions to what's going on with this trial. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful to you.
Okay. I don't. I followed a little bit in the paper.
Okay. Well, I can tell you the details also.
Okay.
All right. Great. May I sit down?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. And you understand this will be on videotape.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When are you going to roll that?
Actually, let me. To be honest with you, I don't know all of the details. I'll be meeting Mike Diana for the first time later this afternoon, and his lawyer. Mike is a journalist. Well, he calls himself a
He
journalist.
says he is.
Exactly, and he has this magazine that he puts out, which many people, as you probably know, believe is obscene.
Called Boiled Angel.
Boiled Angel,
Yes,
that's exactly right.
Right.
And he was just convicted, and his sentence was 3 years of probation and
Community service.
community service, exactly. And I also understand that he's not permitted to draw for 3 years during the period of that probation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'd like to begin videotaping if that's all right with you.
Okay, go ahead.
Great. Okay. So let me just make sure I'm focused. All right. Great. Okay. And your name is, sir?
Ronald Hazlett,
And you're the pastor
pastor here at First Baptist Church of Largo.
Great. So do you have any opinion on this whole case? From what you've heard about it, what kind of opinion do you have
Well,
about it?
my understanding that it smacks of Satanism, and that what he's doing is writing a comic issue that relates to Satanism and sacrifices and so forth. I'm not that familiar with the material. I've not seen the material itself, just what I
Right.
read in the paper. What is it you would like to know?
Well, I'm curious, for example, one of the reasons this is so controversial is that he is drawing things and not actually committing acts of violence. And some people, more liberal types, I guess, believe that he has the right in this country to draw it as long as he doesn't step over a line and actually commit the crimes. What do you think of that?
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I believe in the freedom of speech, but when you begin to deal with areas that excite areas of a life that are totally criminal in effect, and play upon that, then I understand that his material is basically on a pornographic level, and it excites areas, unwholesome thoughts and ideas and the lives of others towards violent crimes and even the sacrifices of children or infants. I'm not sure to what extent the material would say. Go ahead. I'm not fully aware of what you're looking for.
No, you're doing fine. One of the excuse me. I was just across the street at a convenience store, and one of the young men out there that I interviewed for this video said that he believes that there is on the news, if you turn on the news on any given night, there are stories about murder, mayhem, rape, pillage. I mean, the worst crimes imaginable. And he wanted to know, this young man wanted to know, what's the difference between people watching that in the news and people who depict it in their artwork?
Well, when you deal with the news, you're dealing with historical events. You're dealing with criminal events. You're dealing with perspective as to what's being done. A crime, maybe it's searching for someone who's committed murder or has committed a bank robbery or whatever, or some rape or whatever. You're dealing with some situation to make people aware, not in the way of entertainment, but in the way of what's going on, what we need to do to correct this situation. It's informative. When you begin to put it in the form of a magazine or whatever that is entertainment, that excites within the life, unwholesome attitudes or that lead to violent acts, and that's what happens whether it's in the movie industry, along the pornographic level, or in written materials that do the same thing, begin to play upon the most debased of minds within our society to feed upon that. Then I believe you stepped over the line of freedom of speech is to excite evil acts or to excite violent acts or whatever along those lines.
Do you think that his
I might know the direction you were going, but go ahead.
Okay, let me just catch my breath. All right, I appreciate your time, by the way, once again. Yeah, the last question I had really for you was, do you feel that his sentence was fair? Once again, we know about his community service time. There's a several $1,000 fine. And again, he is not permitted to draw for 3 years, and the county representative is permitted to go into his home at any time unannounced and investigate whether he is indeed practicing what Mike Diana would consider to be his craft. Do you feel that that's fair?
Well, I'm not going to make an evaluation on that. I think that the case was well heard. In fact, I did not read the report as far as the actual sentencing and how they arrived at that. I think there should be some kind of corrective measure, that deals with any kind of pornographic material. I think the main thing here, this is aimed at young people, and I understand the whole principle of what's happening today in the area of Satanism and the encouragement towards evil, towards acts of evil, even to the taking of life or whatever. And I think that must be dealt with in a corrective way. I would that there were some more personal things, just rather than possibly a probational type of sentence or a fine. Maybe I think he does have to attend certain kind of corrective therapy or counseling, does he not?
Yes, I believe I've heard that also. Yes.
I think that's what.
And journalism, he has to learn a journalism ethics course.
Yeah, okay, that's what I read. That there was a journalistic approach of what is fairness in journalism if it's going to be reporting.
Right.
I understand the circulation was 20-some thousand for this.
I honestly don't know, sir.
I'm not sure what, but somewhat limited circulation, unless that's picked up and published elsewhere. But I'm concerned what's happening in these areas, very much concerned. I'm very much aware of what's happening across our country in the areas of Satanism, human sacrifices, and so forth.
Right.
And I believe that they're all a violation of criminal acts and must be dealt with.
Right.
No one has a sense of so-called free speech or even religious activity that's destructive in such a way to the moral fiber of society, or especially to the moral life or to the life of others. And I understand that's the basis of this material.
Right.
Okay, anything else that you would like?
No, that's all. Thanks. Unless you had anything that you think I should have asked.
Well, I wish I was more up to date on what's going on. I've just read a couple of excerpts and knew the sentence was yesterday. And, like I say, I'm very much concerned of concerns happening in our community. In fact, we have a seminar on April the 18th of a young evangelist that's going to be with us. He's going to address occultism, Satanism, and what's going on out here. He will be dealing with that very issue. And we had that planned long before I even knew about this young man materials he was printing. So I think we're right on time as far as the issue within our community. Okay?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay.
North Korea's nuclear potential.
If North Korea develops nuclear weapons, it will sell those weapons to states like Iran, a state where it is already cooperating in the development of long-range ballistic missiles.
Defense Secretary Perry says the U.S. has no plans for preemptive military action, but fears North Korea may respond to UN sanctions in such a way that warrants deployment of additional U.S. troops to South Korea. General Motors says it's recalling all of its 1990...
Is he taping?
I'm rolling, but it's
Roll up time.
Yeah, be nice. Light on. You know, one additional light on you guys. If we can.
Cool. We down. No, I get upside down and he does it to me upside down. Only problem is I hurt myself that way.
But it's worth it.
She wants a copy of us fucking. I just put a picture of hot chicks up in the bathroom. Yeah, and they're wearing bikinis. They look really hot, and I want to rape them. They look like they're about 17 years old. Yeah. Describe the place we live in. Well, it's kind of like.
You ever heard nothing sacred?
It's kind of like we got black leather couches. Yeah. We've got like a cedar piece laying around, and we got like really expensive stereo, and because I'm a new dancer, I dance naked and I make money. And guys getting hard-ons looking at me, and they give me money to dance for them. And then I take their money and go see ya, and they're left there with a hard-on going, but. Yeah.
Of course I
Okay,
am.
he's taping.
Am I crazy not to?
Yeah. Hey, my name is Beer and I'm drinking Suzy. I mean, what?
You're speaking drunkenese. I used to be that one.
You know what I hate? I hate when I'm doing a lap dance for a guy and I got a fart. And like, I go ahead and fart on them anyway, you know? 'Cause you never know. You never know, I mean, you know, they might like that, you know, have a fart fetish.
Oh yeah.
So I go ahead and fart on them.
Let me put your finger.
And like, I hate it when like, I realize, hey man, that wasn't a fart. And I look and there's this brown stain on their hands. And the customer goes, dude man, this is the shittiest dance I ever had. Yeah. Especially when I'm on stage and like especially when I'm running around drinking beer and they call me up on stage. So I'm up on stage and I dance around and I lift my leg up for the guy, you know, he puts $1 in the garter and I accidentally pee on his head.
No way.
One time I accidentally farted on a guy's head.
Is that your act, Suzy?
The strangest thing that's ever happened to me at Mons Venus, let's see. The strangest thing that's ever happened to me at dancing at a nude club is when, oh yeah, this one girl, she came in and she got $300 worth of dances off me, and then right after that, I went up on stage and I was dancing, and this guy had a celery stick in his hand. So I took the celery stick and I put it in my dress, and like then I went to the other side of the stage, and I was dancing sexy for these guys, feeling all over myself. Then all of a sudden I pulled a celery stick out of my dress, and I'm like feeling my, you know, like rubbing it all over me, and they're all going, oh! I'm like, oh, get away! You know?
Just don't do that with a breadstick or you'll get a yeast infection. Thank you.
Both. It's a mixed crowd. It's got young people, old people, middle-aged people, bi people, straight people, gay people, lesbians.
Is he right? Is he
My first experience with a girl was when I was 11 years old. I was 11 years old, and I molested a 9-year-old girl in my neighborhood. Then I did her sister too.
Cool.
Same age. Yeah. Meet? Oh, how do we meet? Oh, you didn't ask about his meet. You said how did, oh, okay. Ooh. Well, when I got in trouble for my TV show, I was like in real bad shape, and I was just starting to get over all the crap that happened to me. And I looked at a local magazine called Creative Loafing, and I saw an article on them. And I was really pissed off because, you know, I was like, man, they shouldn't do this to him. And then I saw a picture of him in there, and he looked all lost and frightened, and you know, he was just so cute. He just looked like lost, and you know, I had to get a hold of him, and I had to help him out. So I called him, and yeah, then I felt the earth move when he came over.
Keep this.
And oh, hang on for a second, okay? Hello? Yeah, this is Mike. Uh-huh. Hi, John. Pretty good. Oh, no, hang on for a second, okay? Okay, hang on. Hey, we got another call coming in. Okay, here, wait. Here, I just hand the phone to him, okay?
Put the other guy, tell the other guy to call back.
John Ivan, you know him?
Yeah, I told him to call back. We can call back in 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Okay, hang on for a second, okay?
I wouldn't have recognized you
Well,
in this picture. You look pretty different.
this guy, John Ivan, he's with your Flesh magazine. You hear them?
No, I haven't heard of.
Yeah, so.
Has the Village Voice called you ever?
Here now they're going to do a story on it.
But they haven't actually. You haven't actually spoken to them.
These guys are more underground, you know, nothing sacred.
Okay. Call him back in the next 10-15 minutes.
Where is he?
It's an 800 number.
All right.
It's probably the phone set for me.
Filming this for, kind of like working on a documentary.
You know what's funny? That's the second time somebody confused me with him today. Because earlier somebody called and I was imitating him. I went, hello. And they go, Mike.
Oh, we got
they go, yeah. I go,
defense
yeah.
fund agreed to
they thought I was him.
give us money to do it, you know. Or they said the ACLU called him also, and they're showing interest in it.
So you project. For him, I gotta take the camera.
Well, what's going to happen is I'll have to stay on probation. We're going to have to go in front of the judge to find that out. Right now, I don't think he would. You know, all he has to say is he doesn't want to do that, and I'll have to go for probation and all that shit until I win in appeals court. You know. But tomorrow I gotta go and work 8 hours in this fucking thrift store for free. You know.
You know something? Mike Diana smells like a little boy. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, well, profit, fucking, I don't know what it is.
What does little boy smell like, Suzy?
Smell? I'm serious.
As soon as I get all this out of the way.
I don't think you'd want me to get that close.
Don't mind. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe I finished another beer.
Okay. Yeah.
Rolling cock fight.
Rolling cock fight.
Yeah.
Mike Diana is God.
Anything.
Mike Diana is
What
God.
we could do. There's no way we can call him.
Yeah.
And you cannot ask him how he might get in touch with
Oh. Let me contain myself.
Contaminate.
Serious Nazi asshole.
Drinking piss.
Well, he would do is like talk a bunch of shit.
Nap off, Sydney. Nap off.
They were asking
You
about
from England?
news and shit he was saying.
Now I'm not from England.
During some of the news.
Yes.
You know,
Once or
society
twice
leaders
in
take
my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might.
Fucked a girl named Nancy.
Are you bisexual?
Isn't.
Luke LaRoe.
I don't think that there are very many people left.
Are you bisexual?
What do you think?
I think you are.
I think you're right.
And so is he.
No way.
Yes way.
Full on way.
Cool, a room full of bi buddies.
Man, I think you really want to make a porno movie,
the guy
don't
on
you?
the phone's bi too.
Who is that?
Nothing sacred.
Oh, right. Or Flesh. Oh, no, the other guy's the Flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to do that?
What's his tattoo of?
Scott.
No, this tattoo.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that.
It's got a devil and a go-kart. The newspaper called it a
Hopefully,
satanic tattoo.
How did they know
I guess he showed it to him.
Satan in a go-kart?
Cutesy, it's not.
What does it mean?
Came from a Japanese cartoon, like drew it. Like I guess he was
Let me
influenced
let
by
you talk to this guy a second. First.
Okay.
This is Jay with nothing sex.
So bad. I wanna fuck you like an animal. Ooh.
I'm gonna have to come back and make a porno movie with you guys.
I like the way, like, every time he gets mad about something, he goes, ah.
Well, it seems like the primal expression of satisfaction.
Even when he picks his nose, he goes, ah.
Well,
And then sometimes when he comes, he goes, ah.
these are all bodily satisfaction things. That's great. I think that's great. I think it's great that you can express yourself that way. Yeah.
Snip.
What does that mean?
Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh God. You have to keep bringing her up? That bitch.
She already brought something up.
So Mike, let me ask you a question, Mike. What is you... Stop. Come on. I want to ask Mike a question. You get pressed out. You get airtime. Don't worry. But I want to ask Mike a question. Mike, tell me about your art, man. I mean, what got you started drawing? Like, what was your first drawing?
The very first drawing? Probably of flowers or something. But it got boring doing stuff like that. I got tired of drawing nice things for my parents. So I like drawing bad things that are gonna get people pissed off about it, you know? I pissed off the state of Florida.
I did too.
Hey, excuse me for 1 second. Can we turn the air off just for 10 minutes or something? Because Mike, you're so quiet. I gotta pick, I want to make sure I pick up your voice. But don't change. Don't ever change.
Yeah, always be the nice, quiet, shy Mike Diana you were when I met you.
Do you know, by the way, do you remember a guy named John Straussbaugh or John Straussbaugh or something like that? Do you remember him interviewing you?
What was that for?
It was for the New York.
Oh yeah, that's New York Press.
That's right, New York Press.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Did he come down here to interview you?
That was over the phone.
Uh huh.
Did you read that article?
Yeah, that's how I knew about you. That's the first thing I ever heard about you.
Yeah, his article was kind of some of it was kind of funny how he wrote. Something like that I talk in a slow, soggy monotone.
It also put you down a little bit. It made you sound like you were immature or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And you don't come across that when you really get to know you.
Yeah.
So you were drawing nice, pleasant things like flowers and everything, and then you decided to start drawing other stuff. What was your parents' reaction? I mean, did you show your parents the bad stuff, the so-called bad stuff?
Yeah, it was stuff like for a while I was drawing space alien stuff because I liked all the UFO shows and science fiction movies on. That was when I was probably about 7.
Space aliens are sexy.
And so I draw space aliens capturing people, humans, and cutting them up and eating them and stuff. But I usually didn't show them those. I don't know what they would have thought of them. One time I felt bad because me and my mom was yelling at me for some reason, and I got mad at her. So I drew a picture of her face with a big pile of poop on top of her head, brown poop. And then I had the picture laying there. She came in, and I jumped in my bed, and I had the picture laying on the floor. And she came in, and she was hugging me, apologizing to me. Oh, I'm sorry for hitting you. And then I felt bad and then right at our feet, she was hugging me. I saw a picture of her face with poop on her head. So I was trying to scoot it under the bed with my feet, so she wouldn't look down and see her poop on her head.
Sexy feet too. Oh.
And one time I threw poop in my sister's hair for real. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
We were fighting over the toilet. And I just took a shit in there. And so I reached in the toilet and grabbed a piece of shit out and smashed it into her head like this and ground it in. And my mom had to stick her head in the sink and wash it. Wash the shit out of her hair.
You also peed on your brother?
No, he peed on me.
Oh. His brother peed on him.
This is last week he peed on me.
Last week?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this sounds like children's activities, not adults.
And about a month ago, I put shit in my sister's hair. We were fighting over the toilet.
So where are your brother and sister now? Like, what do they think about this whole trial that you've been in?
Well, my sister thinks it's a bunch of shit.
Your work or the trial?
Well, she doesn't really look at my work that much. She knows about it, but she doesn't agree with the state. I don't know if she actually heard about me going to jail or not yet, 'cause she's out doing a hike from Florida to all the way up to Maine or something.
Mm-hmm.
Camping and hiking with her boyfriend, and they don't have a phone, anything.
Well, I'm sure they won't have a phone hiking.
Yeah.
Although you never know, some people could hike with a cellular telephone.
Yeah.
It kind of defeats the purpose, though. You're, in talking to your dad today, it sounds like he's really behind you. Is that a correct assumption?
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, no, I'm the one who's behind him.
I mean, in a different way.
Yeah, he still doesn't want to get involved with the publicity, because I know he was saying about getting involved.
Yeah.
So I asked him if he wanted to be on that the Eye on Tampa Bay show.
But he did stick up for him though when the day of the sentencing, he was in jail, and all weekend I was talking to his dad, and I told him, it'd be a good idea if you went down there, because if you talk to the judge, then they may give him house arrest instead of jail. Say you need him for work. So he was all fired up about it. He goes, I can't believe they put him in jail. He was all fired up, and then he goes, why didn't I get involved with this from the very beginning? Why didn't anybody talk me into it? And I'm going, oh, brother.
Tell me about that letter he wrote.
Did you read the letter?
Neither one of us got to read the letter. I didn't even know he did one until I saw him.
Yeah, I read it. It was pretty good. Writing about what bastard the state is and stuff like that. Saying I'm a good son.
Right. I remember him telling me at lunch, though. He told me.
The good son.
He told me during lunch that he wrote about how if people don't like the acts depicted in your work, that they should conquer the acts and not attack you. That you're not the problem.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning. Like state the subject matter a little bit. For the camera. Like tell me about that subject a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if people are so pissed off about what I drawing these little kids getting fucked, instead of getting mad at me, they ought to just go out and try and take care of the problem. Instead of getting mad at me for making them look at it. They think I'm creating the problem because I drew it, so they think that child abuse is caused by somebody drew it and looking at it, just like TV violence. Of course, that's why we have violence in society, is because of TV, and everybody knows there was no violence until TV was invented.
No, I think there's violence on TV because there's violence in society, and TV is just a mirror to society. Why don't they open their stupid eyes and see that? You know? It's fucked up.
Because they're cocksuckers.
Your light flashing doesn't mean your battery's running out.
Yeah, something's running out. Either tape or the battery. Tape.
Camera's running out of patience.
No, it's tape. I'm gonna pop a new tape.
The camera's running out of patience, so we have to go on break right now.
I just put a new tape in. Charming.
I'm very
Coughing.
charming.
Coughing, burping, farting, pissing.
Yeah, we did all that in the past, like 15 minutes, didn't we? And I held your dick when you went to go pee. I didn't go snip.
Like Lorena Bobbitt. Okay. All right. Let me just let it run out. Hang on.
I would never go snip. Because my baby's so cute. And I love to fuck him. We love hot, deviant sex.
I don't think it's taping you anymore.
It's not taping.
Huh?
Oh yeah, it is, but it shouldn't be. I don't know what's going